Hi and welcome to Extra. I'm Billy Bush. They are not real doctors, and most of them know that. They are the docs of TV, and they're reaching out to the real heroes, the men and women in scrubs who are on the front lines of this fight every day.
The closest thing I've ever come to being a doctor is putting on a costume.
House star Olivia Wilde got about a dozen of her famous friends together from the most famous medical shows and movies in the world.
I'm not a doctor, but I was paid to be one on TV.
From Neil Patrick Harris to Patrick Dempsey.
I want to thank all the doctors and the nurses, the real ones, not the ones that are on television.
They came together in an epic campaign to show their appreciation for real healthcare workers.
I wish you all health and safety.
Bless you for all that you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
J-Lo and A-Rod just spoke out to their nearly 200 million followers.
We want you to please stay home to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Harnessing their social media power to spread that message.
We're staying home to protect those on the front lines, the doctors, the nurses, and technicians that are working so hard to save lives at our hospitals.
NFL quarterback Tom Brady and his wife Giselle made their own video.
We want to let you know we support you. We're here for you. Thank you from our family to yours.
News broke today that Broadway will remain closed until at least June 7th. Some actors of stage and screen are struggling with life in quarantine. Naomi Watts posted this all-time meltdown after 3 of her appliances all broke at the same time. Bruce Willis, who is sheltered in place with his ex, Demi Moore, shaved his daughter Tallulah's head.
You look like Joan of Arc, dude.
We have a full gallery of stars in quarantine at extratv.com. And we're back with Dr. Dorian right now. This I just got from a big hospital here in Los Angeles, saying that Los Angeles is doing so well that lockdown will end at the end of the month, and if the mayor overreacts, maybe mid-May. Are you seeing such positive numbers in LA that that's the case?
There's no question LA is doing a great job. I'm hopeful mid-May. End of this month, I don't think so. I think it's better for us to think for the worst and hope for the best, because that way, if we're prepared for being here into mid-May, even June, if something happens better, we can slowly release. We have to be careful. I'd rather be the bad guy and make sure less people die than be the guy who's celebrating and then we make a big mistake.
Okay, one thing we are seeing, which is troubling today, is that COVID-19, we're seeing some very high numbers in the African-American community. Why is that?
This one hurts. Well, I think it's 3 reasons. Number one, unfortunately, the African-American community has higher rates of medical problems like diabetes, hypertension, which we know are risk factors. The second is economic status. If you're living in a dense urban area and you can't social distance, the potential for spread is higher. But the third one that makes my blood boil is the fact that we're finding out that they're not getting tested as often as others. And that we gotta be better than that.
How is that?
I don't know. Hopefully, these types of moments bring us together and make us realize we're all one. But that definitely seems like it's bearing out with the numbers right now.
There is some good news, a good report about pregnant women. And I think of Hilaria Baldwin. We have her first interview. She and Alec are having their 5th child, and that's coming up in a little bit. But they're saying that pregnant women are not more vulnerable to this disease than someone who's not pregnant.
Actually, Billy, just to correct it a little bit, they are more vulnerable to get it, but they are not progressing into bad symptoms. So they're not becoming critically ill. So a pregnant female has a lower immune system, so they can get ill quicker.
Right.
But the great news is they're not progressing into somebody who's super sick. They're actually dealing with it fine. They're delivering a baby who it looks like it's not transmitting to the baby, and everybody is doing okay. So that is really reassuring and good news, but still the numbers are low. So we're gonna wait and see until we get a lot more, unfortunately, and then we can actually give better recommendations.
Doc, thank you so much as always.
Thanks, Billy.
Thank you for watching. If you want more Extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.